This presentation is tailored for the Research Methods and Communication course. By incorporating advanced AI tools in its development, this movie provides a dynamic and insightful approach to mastering academic writing. Effective communication is essential for success in academia, and understanding how to construct a well-organized scientific article is crucial. I encourage you to view this movie to refine your scientific writing skills, which are invaluable for your academic and professional endeavors. Understanding the structure of academic articles is essential for graduate students as it enhances their ability to critically analyze research, supports their learning in their specific fields, and improves their own academic writing. This knowledge ensures they can effectively contribute to scholarly discussions and advance their expertise, which is vital for their academic and professional growth. A typical scientific article is organized into several key sections: abstract, introduction, methods, results, discussion, and conclusion. Additional elements may include references or bibliography, acknowledgments, and appendices. This structured format helps ensure clarity, allowing readers to efficiently locate information and understand the research scope, methods, findings, and relevance. For researchers, familiarity with this structure is vital for writing clear, effective papers that communicate their findings accurately and persuasively within the scientific community. For your convenience, I have created 10 separate videos, each covering a different section of the structure of an academic article. This approach ensures that you can concentrate on one subject at a time without feeling overwhelmed. Today, we will focus on understanding the structure of an academic article, starting with the overview and the title section. Let's organize them and explain each of them in more detail. This will help you recognize and understand the function of each section. Title. The title concisely describes the main focus of the research. It should be specific enough to give readers an immediate understanding of the topic. Abstract. The purpose is to provide a concise summary of the research, including the main findings and conclusions. It often includes brief mentions of the methodology, results, and implications, but should not contain any information not present in the paper. Introduction. The purpose is to set the stage for the research, introduce the topic, state the research questions, and provide background information. This section typically outlines the problem, reviews relevant literature, and states the objectives or hypotheses of the study. Method or methodology. The purpose is to describe how the research was conducted, allowing others to replicate the study. It includes information about the study design, participants, materials, procedures, and analysis techniques. Results. The purpose is to present the findings of the research without any interpretation. This section often includes statistics, tables, and graphs to illustrate the data collected. Discussion. The purpose is to interpret the results, discuss their implications, and relate them back to the original research questions or hypotheses. This may also include acknowledging limitations of the study and suggesting areas for future research. Conclusion. The purpose is to summarize the key findings and their implications in a broader context. It often restates the importance of the findings and how they contribute to the field. Reference or bibliography. The purpose is to cite all the sources used in conducting the research and writing the paper. It follows a specific citation style, e.g. APA, MLA, Chicago. Acknowledgement. The purpose is to recognize individuals or organizations that contributed to the research but are not listed as authors. This may include funders, advisors, or others who provided assistance. Appendices. The purpose is to provide supplementary material that is too detailed or bulky to include in the main body of the paper. It may include raw data, extended tables, or additional calculations. By understanding these sections and their purposes, you can effectively navigate and analyze scientific papers, whether for reviewing, referencing, or conducting your own research. Let me explain each section in more detail. In summary, a scientific article is structured into several key sections: title, abstract, introduction, methodology, results, discussion, conclusion, references, acknowledgments, and appendices. Each section serves a specific purpose in the presentation of our research and findings. Let me explain the first section, title. The title of a scientific paper plays a crucial role in conveying the essence of the research to potential readers. It should be carefully crafted to meet several important criteria to ensure that it effectively communicates the focus of the study while also being discoverable through search engines and databases. Here's what should be included in the title. Clarity. The title should clearly and accurately reflect the main topic or the specific area of research. It should be free from technical jargon that may not be understood by a broader audience unless it is directed specifically at specialists in a particular field. Ensure that anyone reading the title can understand the main topic at glance. Avoid ambiguous terms and ensure that the language used does not leave room for misinterpretation. Use straightforward language. If technical terms are necessary, choose those that are commonly understood within the targeted research community. Brevity. While it needs to be descriptive, a title should also be concise. It should contain enough information to give a clear idea of the research topic but avoid unnecessary words or overly complex phrases. Keep the title concise while conveying essential information about the research. Avoid filler words and redundant phrases. For instance, instead of saying, "A study of the effects of X on Y," simplify it to, "Effects of X on Y." Specificity. The title should indicate the specific focus of the research rather than being too broad or vague. This includes identifying the key variables or specific aspects being investigated. For example, a title that specifies the effect of X on Y and Z is more informative than one that simply states studying X. Detail the specific focus of the research to differentiate it from other studies in the same field. Mention specific variables, populations, or phenomena studied. Include model organisms or key chemical processes if they are central to the research. Keywords. Including relevant keywords in the title helps in making the paper more searchable and easily retrievable in databases. These keywords should reflect the core topics of the research and are typically those that a researcher might use when searching for papers on this topic. Enhance the discoverability of the research in search of the research and academic databases. Identify 2 to 4 core keywords that capture the key essence of the study. Place these strategically in the title to ensure it appears in relevant search queries. Target audience. The title should be framed considering the target audience of the paper. For instance, if the research is interdisciplinary, the title should be understandable to scholars across the involved disciplines or policymakers. Consider what keywords or terms would catch the attention of the audience. For interdisciplinary studies, ensure the title communicates effectively across disciplines without being overly specialized. Avoid unnecessary details. While specifics are good, avoid including details like the location of the study or the particular species studied unless they are crucial to the understanding of the paper's scope and focus. Exclude extraneous details that do not contribute to a basic understanding of the research focus. Leave out specific locations, dates, or other contextual details unless they are crucial to the study's outcome or unique appeal. For example, geographic details should be included if the study's location affects the results or relevance, such as in ecological or sociological studies. Appeal. In some cases, especially in fields where publications are numerous, a title might need a bit of appeal or intrigue to stand out. However, this should not compromise the clarity and accuracy of the title. Make the title engaging enough to stand out from other literature on the topic. Consider using active verbs or posing a challenge addressed by the research. However, ensure that the title remains professional and relevant without resorting to sensationalism. Abbreviations and acronyms. Generally, these should be avoided unless they are universally understood in the field being addressed. Avoid potential confusion by minimizing the use of acronyms and abbreviations unless they are widely recognized. Use full terms wherever possible. If an acronym is necessary and well known within the community like DNA, it can be used to conserve space and enhance readability. Here is an example to illustrate. Core title: Effects of various things on stuff. This title is vague and uninformative. Better title: The impact of increased salinity on coral bleaching in the Great Barrier Reef. This title is clear, specific, and includes keywords that are relevant to the research. By crafting a title with these aspects in mind, researchers can ensure that their work is appropriately represented and easily discoverable, facilitating the dissemination of their findings to the relevant scientific community and beyond. For example, transforming a generic title into an optimized one could look like this generic title: Study on the effect of temperature on various chemical reactions. or an optimized title, temperature-induced rate changes in catalytic hydrocarbon reactions. This optimized title is clear, concise, uses keywords effectively, avoids unnecessary details, and targets an audience familiar with chemical processes, thereby making it both searchable and appealing to the right readers. It is important to emphasize that the list of authors should be written below the title. The first name in the list should be the main author, who has made the most significant contribution to writing the article. Sometimes the affiliation of the authors will be listed below the names, depending on the journal's policy. It is crucial to have a specific journal in mind and to familiarize yourself with its format and policies in advance. This preparation prevents wasting time on future modifications needed to adapt the manuscript to another journal's or novel's requirements. This section provides a concise overview of the title. Next, we will explore the abstract, which offers a succinct summary of the entire document. Thank you very much for thoroughly watching the overview and title sections of Anatomy of an Academic Article. To deepen your understanding, I highly encourage you to watch the next video titled Anatomy of an Academic Article Abstract. This video provides a detailed overview of the key components essential to understanding the abstract section of academic article. Your engagement is appreciated, and I hope you find this video both informative and beneficial.